Okay, I'll say it. Godzilla vs. Kong is a pretty good film. It's not a masterpiece. It's not something that you can't challenge because there aren't some issues with its storytelling or plot devices or any of that. It's just a lot of fun. A real popcorn pleaser. Something that you can see at home and see in the theaters and enjoy. But clearly the advantage to film is that you can go to a theater and see it in a large format, or the largest format possible. And we're actually seeing the audience respond to their ability to go back to theaters. This film is doing gangbusters. So let's talk about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, hiss and foes, welcome to the Culture Casino!
$285 million. That's what this film has grossed so far in international box office, including the domestic. So worldwide, $285 million, 400,000. That's a lot. I'm happy that this film is performing the way it is. In fact, it is performing in such a way as Warner Brothers should be doing cartwheels and backflips and all kinds of other things. They should be overjoyed that this is performing the way that it has, and its number of impressions are right in line with its predecessor. In fact, let's compare it first to a recent Warner Brothers release with this day and date concept, Wonder Woman 1984, which was released on December 25th of 2020. And overall, its production cost was a little higher than the Godzilla vs. Kong film at $200 million. Godzilla was $155 million, plus a little, I'm sure, either way. It opened in fewer theaters, of course, but it had a very large number of theatrical engagements. In fact, its domestic opening box office for Wonder Woman, of course, was $16,700,000. The domestic opening box office, not counting the extra days because of the holiday weekend, for Godzilla vs. Kong was $32,200,000, so it did fairly well. So far, domestic box office for Godzilla vs. Kong is $48,500,000, so almost $50 million, and the domestic box office overall for Wonder Woman 1984 was less than that, at $46,108,000. Now, the difference of about 800 theaters shouldn't make a difference in the total gross to this point. I mean, again, theatrical engagements strongly favor the Wonder Woman film itself, even with the lowered percentage of audience availability for seats, because I think the percentage of theater allowance was about 25% in most theaters across the country back in December. Internationally, the box office for Wonder Woman 1984 was also very low at $120 million. To date, international box office for Kong is $236,900,000. This thing's a monster. Again, worldwide box office is not even close. At the end of the day, Wonder Woman finished its theatrical run at $166,108,000, whereas worldwide box office to date, after a weekend domestically and a weekend internationally, is $285,400,000. That's an awful lot of numbers. But is the movie any good? Well, I enjoyed this film very much. The turn your brain off and enjoy a monster fight was fantastic. I've said it before on many different live streams that I don't enjoy the humans, the storytelling. The humans are a vehicle to get the monster from point A to point B in this film, and a lot of the dialogue was incredibly cringe. The adventure of Millie Bobby Brown was superfluous at best, and that storyline could have been completely eliminated from the film, and I would have been thrilled. It was good to see Kyle Chandler, but I don't even know that he was necessary. A lot of the things in this film didn't feel like they belonged, and really we should have focused more on the monster. Now, a lot of people had some difficulty with the Hollow Earth, and I understand that. The Hollow Earth stuff was a little tough to follow at points, but it was also a plot point that was helpful because it gives us an opportunity to return to a land where these monsters could exist, and it makes it so that we actually have I don't know, kind of a combination of monster film with Journey to the Center of the Earth, and you're going to have a lot of opportunities to get a lot of other monsters to show up. And finally, and it's not a spoiler any longer because if you've paid any attention, this is out there for sure, and we've talked about it being a possibility from, well, very early on, that the Mecha Godzilla appearance was really cool. Again, without giving away spoilers, I really every single one of these monster matches, and I thought that Kong was a lot of fun, and I think you will too. Turn your brain off, make it to the biggest screen you can find, and check this out. Even if you've checked it out on the small screen, I think you will appreciate it. Again, this thing is also performing way beyond what they expected. Leaps and bounds. The 3-day, originally they planned on like a 27.3 million. This thing, if you think about it, performed at 32.5, but they get those extra 2 days because of the holiday. It's amazing. We're talking nearly $50 million in just kind of a restart of what we should see in theaters. Now, this should cause other studios to consider or reconsider their day and date release format and perhaps the way they're going to do theatrical releases. They also should stop pushing films back, because obviously there's an audience there to watch them. And with New York City bringing their theaters back online, with most of California's theaters coming back up, domestically we're starting to see performance in the theaters that are pretty good, considering most theaters are still limited to 50% or less across the country. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. This film was, like I said, I enjoyed this film. If you turn your brain off and you just enjoy a popcorn film, this is going to be a film for you. Anyway, just a short video off the cuff to talk about how much this film, I don't know, kind of did. It did great, money-wise, and I think it was a lot of fun. Again, I can shoot 1,000 holes in the plot, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, thanks for showing up. I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out other independent creators here on the platform, because they certainly do need your support. We have, Wes Moody of the Wes Moody webcast that needs your support. We need some viewing hours for a few other people that have finally made that 1,000 subscriber tier. Of course, that also includes our friend YetiCast, who just achieved that goal a couple of days ago on one of the live shows here recently. He wasn't even on the panel. And, again, YetiCast puts together some really great stuff, very funny stuff, stuff that, that Star Wars girl, Anna, recommends. So anyway, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands because it's good hygiene. And until next time, bye. Hey there, one last quick note before I let you go, and before we make it to the end of this video. I, CultureCasino, have a brand new Teespring store. That's right, you can now go to Teespring, look up CultureCasino, or use the link in the video below, and pick out some handsome and beautiful CultureCasino merchandise with many different designs and styles and colors, many different items. I was actually surprised at all of the things that you could create, and I have some more designs and items on the way here shortly. But, if you want to support the channel in that way, there is some merch. Otherwise, here comes the ending. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.